Show.
There's nowhere we can fall.
Oh, Cindy Lauper. Anyway, we are the world. Yep, we didn't cure anything. I wonder if anyone even asks about that anymore. By the way, activatefiq.com is where I get personally my supplements for myself and my family. I love them. And go to activatefiq.com. Put in the code Kate. You'll get extra savings, and I love that because it's already low priced, and then you're going to get it for a steal, and they actually absorb in the body. Also, I want you to text Birch Gold 989898 and just text my name Kate, because I'm telling you that it will really help you. This is just free information you're getting. So, okay, they're just going to text you back. They're just going to text you some free information. Please peruse that information on how to safeguard yourself for what's coming. Okay. And also buy gold and silver from them because it's about to jump in a really big way. So make sure and do that. All right. Midwest Melissa, when I started this show out today, I talked about a video that you can go find on the Facebook page, Kate Daly Show Facebook page. And it was about a guy trying to walk in an illegal to the DNC that's going on right now, the Democrat National, whatever it is, horse show. And he tried to walk him in, but there was a wall, border, security, guns, an ID check, and he couldn't do it. And so what people don't ask is, why is he here from Venezuela when Venezuela 30 years ago was thriving and doing amazing, and you wouldn't have seen somebody trying to get through our border from Venezuela? And what caused that, Melissa?
Well, that's a good question. Venezuela in the last 30 years has gone from one of the best places to do business in South America to one of the worst.
And why?
Well, what changed?
It's
the same thing that Kamala's trying to sell us all right now.
And it's the same thing they've been doing to us. So we're slowly losing
Absolutely.
our country, right? Not slowly, kind of fast in a way. And they're implementing all of those Marxist ideas, all of these things, socialism, like you can't believe. And then what happens? They erase the middle class. And soon we're trying to get into another country. Oh, whoops, there's no other country to get into. So
there's nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
There's nowhere else to go. And so what I want people to kind of see is that really and truly a vote for a socialist, a vote for a Marxist, and Kamala and Walz are absolutely socialist Marxists in their viewpoints, will be a vote to make the United States like Africa, not a vote to make Africa like the United States.
Amen.
The thing that has made us great here is free trade.
Yes. And you know, yes, I totally agree with you. And they're proud of it. It's all by force. This is what they love to do. The ideas are, if I go back to the beginning of the clip, retarded. They're just, it's just sickening what they're trying to do. Then we have people on the right doing it out of stupidity or intention, but the right are doing it and they're not stopping it. Okay. And they're going, oh, excuse. And then they stay in office forever. Well, we can't get this vote turned around.
Compassion is being misdefined.
Yeah.
Because we say compassion is just like giving a handout to poor people, right?
Yeah.
The poor in Africa, give them a free pair of shoes. That'll help them. Give them, let's give them $1 billion that never makes it anywhere. Compassion is giving people the ability to find work and have healthy work and care for themselves and their own families.
Yeah.
That is truly compassion. To ask someone to work is not being mean or hostile or rude to them. It's giving them the tools they need to live a productive and happy life.
And letting them deal with their selves in their own country and get out of everyone's business. We are in everybody's business. And on that note, I'm pretty libertarian. It's like, get out. They don't want us there. And they don't want us going in with our intelligence agencies doing this in our name and taking out their leader and putting in our puppet. And it's like Zelensky, Ukraine sends their drones over to Russia. I mean, we'll talk about it tomorrow, but same kind of thing. He's a complete and total utter puppet, and it's a laundromat of money. It's the same thing all over the place.
Well, what I love about Magatte Wade is that she's trying to change her corner of the world.
Right. I like that.
She's not saying, I want everyone to do what I tell them to do or force us to do that. And she doesn't want, when we say, we'd like to get out, people say, oh, that's so hard and bad and mean. but it's not enabling people to be self-sufficient and care for themselves. Maybe we do need to provide them with the startup, some of the startup things. We can, as private investors, invest in a company in Africa that's trying to buck the system.
If we so
There's
choose.
lots of ways.
Right? If we choose, but don't take my money from me at the point of a gun in tax money and then send it over there and money launder it to people's pockets. Yeah.
That's not what she wants either.
Exactly.
She says, I'm an entrepreneur and I'm walking my talk. I'm investing money, my own money. I am creating the thing I am talking about. I know the struggle. And she knows the success that it could be. And it has been a success. She even points out that even among the hardline communists in China, when they took Hong Kong back, they left Hong Kong as kind of a free trade zone because the money coming in was undeniable. And it's impacted across all of China.
Right.
So free trade, if you want to put it a different way, I believe that free trade is embedded in that pursuit of happiness.
Yeah.
Can you really pursue happiness if you live a subsistence life of grinding poverty? You really can't.
Right.
People need an opportunity. And by the way, Magat points out, pre-colonial Africa was very much a free trade place. Some of the largest trade routes of the ancient world centered in Africa. She said that Africa has always been about free trade.
Yeah.
It's an interesting viewpoint about Africa before and after colonialism.
Ooh, I'll bet. Yeah, China, India, and that was Britain's biggest. That's what actually formed the U.S. Navy too, over in this country, and it was the reason. One of the reasons was I could go into a big thing, but revolution and also the protection of their trade routes. That was one of the biggest things they were trying to protect was the Brits. Yeah, from those countries that we just talked about.
When we talk about giving people an identity back, do Black Lives matter? This is the way in which I see that Black lives really do matter, because she points out that there are approximately 1 billion Blacks living in Africa. Do we care enough to invest in them, not by giving them a handout, but by turning them loose to pursue their own, free economies?
Right.
She said the dictators that adopted Western Marxism are nothing but a different kind of imperialist. They're a philosophical imperialist. Marx was not an African. She says they need to go back to their African roots and let the trade begin again.
Thank you, Melissa.
And I'm like, here. 3 cheers for her.
What's the name of the book again?
It's called The Heart of a Cheetah.
Okay.
And her name is Magat, Magatte Wade.
Thank you. Be faithful, be fearless. Thanks, Melissa. And of course, have a great Wednesday night. See you back here on Thursday, tomorrow.
Tune in to Derek Overstreet